Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for another episode as we document our travels around Oz. This episode we head up the coast of WA to a popular camping spot, but the weather has other plans for us.
Paul decides to clean the windows as I'm trying to film. Good morning. We have got itchy feet after coming back from our trip to South Australia. So the weather looks like it's going to be pretty good this weekend. So we're we're just going to Sandy Cape Recreational Park, which is about 3 hours north of where we live. We're hoping for a pretty chilled weekend with some friends. Hopefully Paul will get some fishing in. He's brought the rod anyway. See what we can catch. Brought a book. Just gonna chill out on the beach. Weather looks pretty good. Sandy Cape's about a little bit further north than Jurien Bay. Yeah, it's on the west coast. So we'll check in when we get close by. Got a little new addition to the front of the car. Just inside, Paul just bought a solar screen dash protector, which is the silver on the outside, which provides us with a little bit of protection for the dash and also takes a little bit of glare off the front bonnet when we're driving. So this is our first trip with that. It's pretty good actually. It's surprising how much difference it makes. We don't have the holder for the iPad for this trip up, for the Hammer Maps, because we don't really need it. We know where we're heading, but the whole dash looks a little bit different and it's protected. So the weather should be pretty good this weekend, so it should get a fair bit of sun on it, but it's already a little bit more protected than usual. How's this for a beachside camp spot? Just setting up. We're just going to pull up, get organised, and then we'll give you a bit of a look around. How clear the water is. Here we are at Sandy Cape. We haven't been this way before and it's pretty nice. It's blowing an absolute gale, as you can see by the water, but
just doing one of these really simple Woolworths roasts, which we like for camping. So Paul's going to chuck it in the Weber. 1 hour, I reckon. We'll have not even an hour.
No.
Bon appetit. These crazy holes that have been worn away over donkey's years. Finished product. How is it?
Beautiful.
So we've got roast beef, roast veggies and some coleslaw, all done in the baby Weber. It's Saturday and we have had a change of plans. We were planning on spending the weekend at Sandy Cape, but the weather is coming in pretty rough this afternoon. They're talking about 75km/h gusts, and we didn't want to spend the night awake listening to the wind howling, so we've packed up, and in true fashion we're going to go on a bit of a road trip today to the Coalseam National Park, which is out near Mingenew, so that's kind of east of Geraldton, Dongara area. It's about 150k drive, so we're still on the Indian Ocean Drive at the moment, heading towards Dongara. So yeah, we'll check in with you shortly. As we headed inland to escape the weather, this looked like it was going to backfire on us. The further we got inland, the darker the rain clouds became. It's not windy at least, but we're not sure if we're going to stay out there because Paul just said it might be underwater, so we'll see how we go.
I did not expect this.
No.
So here we are out in the middle of what seems like absolute nowhere with just farms around, and we've come to this. Look at it through there. I don't know if you can see that far. Wowzers. Can't wait to get out. Should we go right first?
Yeah.
Look, oh look up there, is that a lookout? At the top. Slice through time. Okay, a little bit of info. Did you know 280 million years old? Which is the bottom colour.
What's doing that?
This part, the bottom colour, 280 million years old. Wowzers. I wonder how long since this was flowing. Oh, come on, son. See what was following us today? Damn you. Let's just go for a quick walk down this way. Hey? I don't know if you can see, but this big grey thing over our heads, yep, that's been following us for the last half hour. So we're just trying to see if we can get a little bit of a walk in before we get drenched. It's going to happen. So there is some evidence of some water here. I don't know how long since it flowed, but pretty wide. It's a bit like, this is a bit like the Flinders, isn't it? Except the riverbeds are a bit more shaly. Yeah. With all the different layers of rocks. So we're just driving around. This is the miners' campground at Coalseam, and there's not one person camped in here. And there's 25 campsites. So we thought we'd come in and have a look and see which one we could fit into. And we've got a choice of 25. They are massive. The campground, the actual campsites are huge, and they're pretty much all flat. So we're going to go and explore the park a bit more, seeing as we don't have to fight for a camp spot. And we'll come back later and choose which one we want. Hopefully 100 people haven't come in the meantime.
26 people are coming in.
A busload of tourists will come in the meantime. Anyway, we'll check out the park and we'll be back. What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Okay, we're at a place called Fossil. Yeah, we don't know why it's called Fossil, except that it's old. It looks a bit like a quarry, but there's a bit of river running through it. I guess it's all part of the same river, just around the bend. So let's just have a look. Oh, there's actually quite a lot of water in it compared to the last one, but still not much. Hey, look, there's puddles. How cool is this? You could almost be mistaken for being in the Pilbara. This is cool. And there's a bird.
Maybe that's Fossil.
Oh, that could be Fossil.
Yeah.
Quack, quack. That's not a duck. Lookout, which is another scenic place at the Coalseam National Park. It's just a short walk, but it overlooks the river bed down below and also the surrounding area. So once we get to the edge, you'll get a better idea about it. It's about a 600-metre walk. We're just hoping that those babies up there stay away. We've managed to avoid the rain for most of it so far, so this is probably our last lookout before we head back to camp to choose our camp spot out of 25. Just check out the wildflowers. So pretty. Alright, lookout number 1. So down there, over the edge, in the distance you can see some water in the river. That's where we just were. We've also parked there and walked down that part of the riverbed. And we did notice these lookouts from down below. Just fantastic. That's crazy. That's a whole tree, isn't it? Just ripped out the ground. Okay. Wowzers. It's ripped out half the rock and the tree as well. There's some strong river. The tide line.
Yeah, but look at the rock. Like you've got just like a line of rock, and below it and above it, it's completely different.
That must be like where the tide goes most of the time, maybe? I don't know. It's worn away, isn't it? It's like eroded. Look at this here.
Yeah.
It's like...
Should we got a waterfall, isn't it?
Oh, it's a waterfall. Oh my god. In search of waterfalls. Oh, that's so cute. Look, there's actually water running down it.
This one we've seen today.
Yeah, it's the biggest one we've seen in months. Someone's even gone to the hassle of putting a little wall around it. Look what we found. A waterfall.
North Queensland is your heart out.
Yeah. So I reckon a lot of the water that's left in this river, the puddles will come from these little sidelines. Oh, that's so cute. And then when you come out here, that's what you can see. Oh, it's a mine shaft actually, which is part of the history of the Coalseam Park. So we think that this place does have a coal seam that runs through it, but what was the story?
I think it was not deemed sufficient enough to make it a viable mine, so they bailed on it.
They bailed on it, and in 1994, I think it said that it was handed over back to the government to make it into a national park to preserve the beauty of it, because it absolutely has knocked our socks off. It's amazing. So no more coal, well, none mined, and hence the name Coalseam Park. Conservation Park, isn't it? Coalseam Conservation Park. We're actually just waiting to see some critters because we figured there's some water around. We're hoping that some kangaroos or something. There's lots of different types of wildlife around here, including emus. They did say, what was that spider? Some big mother, big hairy mother, and
Wolf spider.
A wolf spider, yeah, it was, and lots of bobtail goannas.
Are you drunk?
I've lost the plot. Okay. Anyway, we'll cross back over the river, and we're parked across there. Just saw some kangaroos. Yes. Didn't catch them on camera, but we definitely saw them. Goals. We're on the plateau part of the loop, which goes all the way around the top, so it's really windy up here right now, but oh, there's the road, hun. The road in. Do you reckon we can walk down a bit closer? A seat. Oh, so we can rest. There's supposed to be echidnas up here somewhere. I think not. Plateau loop trail done and dusted. Home. Well, back to the car. Can you spot Simba in the bushes?
That wraps up this little adventure, but we'd highly recommend that you spend some time at the Coalseam Conservation Park, especially during the wildflower season.
Good morning. We are heading up to Sandy Cape Recreational Park for a sneaky weekend away with some friends, and we I've got nothing to say.
Thanks for watching, and as always, we'd really appreciate it if you could give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to follow along on our Troopy adventures. Cheers!